and this kind of slogan of hatred of immigrants. And there's a lot I've got to say about immigration. I think it's happened for all that. It's always happened throughout history, but it's a fact. It's not an opinion; it's a fact. Immigration's always happened. We've had Normans, Vikings, other groups come to this country. We've had immigration not just into Europe. We've had immigration out of Europe. A lot of British people taken state subsidized immigration into places like Australia, Canada. However, you were going to have. I've heard what you said about immigration, but to someone like me, who's perhaps anti some of the nutcase Islam, I still want to be pro-immigration, if I'm honest. I just, it's something, I can't quite say I'm anti-immigration. I just can't do it because it's my worldview. What would you say to someone like me?
Well, I was like you. I was exactly of that stance. And then I just, I'm not going to say like, it just can't go on. You have to, when you talk about, we talked about realpolitik earlier, you also have to be extremely realistic when it comes to the state of, we are a small island. We are literally an island. We don't have the luxury of open borders and to this extent, like what's happening. There has to be a cutoff point. So yeah, in a very perfect, ideal utopia, I would say, yeah, pro-immigration, let's let people in, let's have a perfectly beautiful cosmopolitan society. But the fact is, we don't live in an ideal world, and assimilation here has failed massively. So until you can guarantee that, A, we need all the people that are coming here because they're going to be productive members of society and they're going to be a cohesive like segment of the society, until you have that guaranteed to some degree, it's going to be a free-for-all, which is going to turn completely lawless. And then, what was sorry, go on.
I could say to you, you are, well, it's a contested term, you are British Pakistani, you are factually a descendant of immigrants, and I don't think you'd consider yourself someone who's not integrated. I mean, look at the work you're doing. So, and well, look at me. So would you not say we've been successes? Do you not say we are examples of how immigration can work? And
yeah, sure, you've got success stories everywhere, but look what I've had to do to be able to accept British values and put them before any other values. I mean, do you think I could have this worldview if I was a Muslim? Sure, I'd live here and I would speak to you in a way that you'd think I've assimilated, but deep down, I mean, this is just an Islamic problem, by the way. I'm not saying that every Muslim thinks like this or whatever, but by virtue of being a Muslim, you've got to put your religion above. So I would still, and I'm not saying this in a way to like, it's true. You would have to, at some level, be anti-West. You would hate that. I mean, I can't think of it because it's hard for me to hate people that I live with and I'm surrounded by, but I have to form this level of disgust or hatred somewhere deep down. So like, yeah, there are success stories of people assimilating and being absolutely fine. And we have even like people of all religions and ethnic creeds and cultures who are here and successful. But we also have a problem of many, many people who come here with absolutely no intention to work. They are recipients of what we have put in place here in terms of a welfare state, which I'm so grateful that we have. Like, if I'm out of a job tomorrow, I know that because I've been paying tax this whole time, the same way that the state will take care of me if I'm in a spot of trouble. But you've got to be giving something back in a it's got to be a symbiotic relationship. And at the very least, you cannot come from a worldview where you want to come here to infiltrate and destroy it from within.
I guess my point is, though, look at you. You changed. You were what you were running against, and now you've changed. So do you not think you are living proof that it can be fine, and we can just work with people, and they're not, even if we import, say, lots of Muslims from Afghanistan, just the most conservative country. Well, look at you. You changed. So do you not think if just using you as an example, you can change it and you can make it a success, and it's not all just close the borders. They're never going to integrate.
I don't. But I haven't grown up in Afghanistan. That's the thing. I actually had like the reason I found Islam so abhorrent is because I grew up here, and then I went to the Middle East, and then I saw actually what that was. Then I read religion, and then I was able to be in love with this country that I'm actually, like, that I have citizenship of and that I'm from and that I was born in. So for me, for all intents and purposes, yes, I'm brown. I've got brown skin and I'm ethnically Pakistani, Pashtun, whatever. But I'm so, that country is so foreign to me. So if you are importing or allowing people to migrate here in their droves who are 19, 18 and spend all their formative years in Afghanistan, where they think that if a woman is, sitting with her legs uncrossed, that she's asking for it, you don't undo that with one or two assimilation classes. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of unlearning. And to be honest, it's sad, but I am the exception rather than rule. And I think maybe you are as well. I don't know. I can't speak for your actual community and stuff, but.
Well, the British... Well, we'll do this point now. I also think it's unfair, and you don't want to, as you can tell through this whole interview, I've been very careful.